Hello and welcome to the home of the Ghost Town. Here we are back for another one of our first play videos, and we're going to try and wrap up the Dawn of War series, and we're going to be playing Dawn of War 3, and like the other two videos we're going to be seeing the opening introductory cinematic, and then we'll be able to see which one you all prefer the most. Certainly I prefer Dawn of War 2 the most, though Dawn of War 1 is pretty good, Dawn of War 3 being my least favourite. But without further ado, let's check out the opening cinematic of Dawn of War 3, and then we'll jump into some tutorial and first mission.
Sega.
In darkness, I shall be light. In times of doubt, I shall keep faith. In throes of rage, I shall hone my craft. In vengeance, I shall have no mercy. In the midst of battle, I shall have no fear. In the face of death, I shall have no remorse.
Yeah, I mean, graphically it's great. I don't know, it just doesn't give me that passion. I can appreciate what they were trying to go for with that cinematic, but for me it's the least gripping and immersive and you're involved in it, you know, type of thing, compared to the other two where you feel like you're in the centre of the action. Right, but then moving on into the game itself, Dawn of War 3, here we are. You can see it's much more modern interface. Army Painter, though, is still here, which is fantastic. And you've got things like skins for units and all this kind of cool stuff, which is excellent. But we're not going to dive into that. We're going to be going straight into the campaign. So, welcome to Dawn of War. Series of tutorials created to help learn the basic and advanced ways to play. Recommend you play these before venturing into campaign multiplayer. Okay, so let's go. So we've got 3 tutorials overall. So let's start with the first one. Okay, press any key to continue. There we go.
Welcome to the first Dawn of War 3 tutorial. This first tutorial will teach the basic gameplay mechanics you need to know in order to play Dawn of War 3, such as basic combat and base and army building. For the purpose of this tutorial, you will be playing as Space Marines.
Okay.
Move the game camera towards your stronghold.
There we go.
The Space Marines start with the stronghold as their headquarter building. The stronghold is used to deploy builder units and basic combat units.
Okay.
We will begin by setting a rally point from your stronghold onto the battlefield. Set a rally point at the indicated position. Good work. The rally point has been set. When you deploy units from your stronghold, they will immediately move to the rally point.
Okay.
Next, we will build your forces, starting with a tactical marine squad. Deploy a tactical marine squad from your stronghold.
Okay, there's Tactical Marine Squad.
Tactical Marines are a ranged infantry unit that serves as the Space Marines' basic line unit. Your tactical marine squad is deployed.
Okay.
In order to build other kinds of units, you will need to construct additional kinds of base buildings. Base buildings are constructed by builder units. The Space Marine builder unit is the Servitor. Deploy a Servitor from your stronghold.
Okay, there we go.
The Servitor is weak in combat, but is able to construct additional base buildings. These buildings can be used to deploy new kinds of units.
There we go.
To build a new base building, select your Servitor and move it to the indicated build location.
Okay, so we
This
put
one
it,
serves
then
as
right
punishment
click.
for
Move your Servitor to the build location.
Okay.
Servitor to specified location.
Construct a barracks at the indicated build location.
Okay, buildings and barracks. There we go.
Barracks.
Construct a barracks.
So far, so good. Man, they can build these things pretty quick, can't they? There we go.
Your barracks is complete.
There we go.
You can use it to deploy new kinds of units.
Right.
Like your stronghold,
squad,
you can
scout
also
squad,
set a rally point
scout.
by selecting your barracks and then issuing a right click on the battlefield. We will now deploy Assault Marines from your new barracks.
Okay.
Deploy 2 Assault Marine squads from your barracks.
Okay. 2 this time. 1.
Assault squad units that are in progress are added to your build queue at the bottom of the screen. When a unit is finished, the next unit in the build queue will become in progress. This allows you to queue up several units for deployment at once. Assault Marines. Your first Assault Marine squad is finished. Unlike tactical Marines, Assault Marines specialize in melee combat instead of ranged combat. They are equipped with jump packs and cost more resources to deploy.
Assault Marine Squad.
All of your Assault Marine squads are deployed.
Okay.
You are ready to take your forces into battle.
Alright. So we've got 2 Assault Marines and we've got
You can
one
select
tactical.
multiple units at once by box selecting a group of units.
Like so.
Click and drag to box select all of your units at once.
There we go.
To more easily manage your units, you can assign your selected units into control groups. Assign your tactical and assault marines to a control group.
Okay. Control 1. There we go.
To help you better manage different kinds of units, they can be put in multiple control groups at once.
Okay, yeah.
There is enemy activity behind the fog of war. They will appear once your units are close enough to see them. Find the enemy behind the fog of war and eliminate them.
Okay, so we must assume they're up this way.
It shall be as you command.
Right-click on the enemy to attack.
Target eliminated.
Okay.
Awaiting all. I follow thee.
There is a health pickup ahead. You can restore a squad's health by moving it over to a pickup. There are more enemies ahead.
Inbound to
This
large
time,
location.
we will move your units with the attack move command. Units using attack move will move to the specified location and automatically stop to attack enemies encountered along the way.
Okay.
Issue an attack move command to move your units.
Your will. We'll brave this
Destroy the enemy.
There we go.
enemy target destroyed.
Attack move is more safe, efficient, and effective than using the right-click move.
Ready.
Right-click move is for positioning units within combat or for escaping combat. Learning which move command is appropriate to the situation at hand will make you a better commander. The enemy is trying to gain a tactical advantage by capturing that heavy cover. Capturing heavy cover activates a shield that protects the units inside from ranged damage. Your ranged units cannot enter heavy cover that has been captured by the enemy. Only units with the counter cover property, such as assault marines, can enter captured heavy cover and fight enemy units inside.
Okay.
Since the heavy cover is located on higher ground, your squads cannot reach it on foot.
Give me your orders.
Use your
and
assault
witness
marines' jump
excellence.
ability to leap them into the heavy cover. It is also possible to destroy heavy cover with ranged damage. Destroy the enemy.
This one's for in range.
Assault
There we go.
jump. Understood. Our enemies.
There we go.
For the purposes of this tutorial, you have been granted an additional squad. This squad has suffered a casualty and is no longer at full strength. We will reinforce this squad back up to full strength.
Okay.
Move this damaged unit to your stronghold or barracks to begin reinforcement. It costs resources to reinforce a squad, but it is always cheaper than purchasing a new squad.
Assault jump. Understood.
Okay.
It shall be as you command.
this squad to a base building for reinforcement. To see if your unit is within reinforcement range, simply select the building and view the rotating reinforcement reticule on the ground.
There you go.
The squad's reinforcement will pause if it moves away from the reinforcement structure. Reinforcement will resume once the squad moves back into range of the reinforcement structure.
Okay. Takes a reasonable amount of time to reinforce. Comes the final one.
The
There we go.
squad has been reinforced. A fully reinforced squad is always stronger than one who has taken casualties.
No way. There you go.
The enemy is preparing to mount an attack on your base. We will deploy 2 scout sniper squads to bolster your defenses.
You hated us will be rewarded tenfold.
Scout snipers have a larger line of sight and firing range than other Space Marine line units. You can use scout snipers to see and attack enemies that are much further away.
Okay.
Your first squad of scout snipers has been deployed. Deploy 1 more scout sniper squad from your barracks. They are weak against melee attackers, so keep them stationed behind your other units.
Sniper scout.
Your scout snipers are ready for combat.
There
The
you go.
enemy is marching towards your stronghold. Position your units to intercept the enemy attack.
Let us get to it, snipers.
Question, where are they coming from?
Point me with purpose, my lord, as you would have it.
Give us a target. Snipers acknowledged. We're a good match for them.
Awaiting into battle! Ready to into them!
Servitor under attack.
Interesting, they just ran
Our
off.
barracks endures an attack.
Interesting. They didn't even want to fight, they just kind of ran past me.
Another wave of enemies are approaching your
Go
stronghold.
ahead!
Kill the enemy.
At your command!
Okay.
We are ready for war. New target, brothers.
Marching order.
Assault Marines!
Infantry is exposed.
Okay.
Well done.
better
This
this time.
completes your first set of lessons
There
on
we
Dawn
go.
of War 3.
There you go.
You are ready to proceed to the next tutorial.
First part of the tutorial done.
You have won glory in battle this day.
Okay. We won glory in battle for completing tutorial 1. Here we go. Now we're going to do advanced, which is tutorial 2. What we are not going to do is tutorial 3 because we're not going to be doing multiplayer. So yeah, this game was not well received, did not take off like Dawn of War 2 did. And I think you kind of feel the reasons why it just doesn't have the same feeling to the game. I don't know why.
Welcome
like I said,
to
I
the
prefer
second Dawn of War 3 tutorial.
style. This has
This
gone back to
tutorial
more
will
Dawn of War
cover
1.
elite units, resource capture, line unit upgrades, and advanced combat. We will begin by calling in an elite unit, Gabriel Angelos.
Oh,
Elite
okay.
units
Angelos
are stronger than
himself.
line units and possess powerful abilities. They are not deployed from base structures, but are equipped before a match and unlocked in battle by spending elite points.
Okay.
Deploy elite unit Gabriel Angelos to the battlefield.
Here we go.
Will you call forth our elite warriors, Commander?
Gabriel is a powerful melee unit with crowd control abilities. He will accompany your line units and give them a decisive advantage. Gabriel Angelos is deployed and ready for combat.
Terminator armor and two-handed thunderhammer. So what you see
Take
here,
Gabriel and your line units to locate a nearby resource point.
Chapter command.
that is pretty much what you can expect to see.
Resource points will boost your income and allow you to further build your army.
From the Gabriel Angelos model that's produced by Forge World. The animation
Use your
just
forces
looks
to search for the resource
a bit
point.
janky.
The foe is in heavy cover. Kill the enemies blocking the path to get to the resource point.
So if you actually look at how they move and the animations on them, they just don't.
The enemy is now
look
out of
good.
your way. Press further to the resource point.
You know, you compare that to how you have things like
There's the resource
in Dawn
point.
of War 2. I don't know, it just doesn't feel as good.
Move your units inside the resource point's capture radius in order to capture the point. Your units must remain within the capture radius until the capture timer is full in order to own the resource point.
Okay.
The point is yours. You cannot gain resources from a point until you upgrade it with an add-on. Purchase the Requisition add-on by clicking the Requisition add-on button over the resource point.
Requisition there.
The Requisition generator boosts the amount of requisition you gain from a point. Requisition is the resource used for purchasing vehicle upgrades and infantry units. A power generator is the second type of resource add-on that you can construct. Power is the resource used to construct infantry upgrades and vehicle units. Most upgrades and unit purchases require a little of both of these resources.
Okay.
The requisition generator is finished. You will now gain requisition from this resource point. Let us further increase the requisition we are getting from this add-on by purchasing the point's resource upgrade.
There we go.
When your point is done upgrading, the amount of resources it generates will be increased.
Pretty simple. Bear in mind, this is advanced tutorial.
Enemies are on their way to attack your resource point.
Oh my word.
Move Gabriel to the entry point to guard the
You have
area.
my favor. I'm marching there now.
Ready.
Kill the enemy.
I have been walking our way.
Gabriel has sustained damage to his health. Base buildings have an ability called Healing Aura that heals elites. Out-of-combat elites that stand next to a base building will have their health restored.
I understand.
Move Gabriel next to your base building to heal him.
Position in cover.
Okay, there we go.
We are ready for war.
Move Gabriel next to your base building to heal him.
Wow, it takes a while to heal him. took quite a while. Yes, he is now healed.
Angelos, it shall be done.
Move Gabriel next to your base building to heal him.
It's there.
Gabriel has been healed and is ready to return to the battle.
Who fights the Marines ready? Yes, command.
We must now take the fight to the enemy. We will use scout squads to track down the enemy.
The might
Deploy
of the
2
blood
scout squads
ravens
from the
is
barracks.
Okay.
Scouts are stealth units with a large line of sight. Stealth units can only be sighted by enemy detector units. You have your first squad of scouts. Deploy 1 more. All builder units, such as the Servitor, have the ability to detect stealth units. Your scout squads are ready.
Okay, there we go.
Before we take your infantry into battle, we will upgrade their attack strength at the Arsenal building. The Arsenal is the Space Marines' upgrade structure. Use your Servitor to construct the Arsenal. You can locate your Servitor by double-clicking the Servitor's portrait in your unit queue.
Preparing arsenal construction.
This is just weird with this, the way they're such blue, like the whole unit is like highlighted blue. I'm really not a fan of that. I did like the way they just like this, you had the circle around the bottom. You just kind of lose that feeling of the unit itself, like it just is really highlighted blue thing. Yeah, not the biggest fan of that. This build is taking a bit longer to build.
With the arsenal finished, you can
Okay.
now purchase upgrades for your line units. New abilities for some line units can also be purchased from an upgrade structure.
Customize, power source, vehicle health.
With an
damage,
upgrade structure,
infantry
you can
damage.
purchase health and damage upgrades for your line units. Purchase the infantry damage upgrade from the arsenal.
Okay.
The infantry damage upgrade boosts the damage of basic infantry units. Building an arsenal also gives your tactical marine squads the ability to upgrade themselves with powerful late-game weaponry. We will now upgrade a tactical marine squad with the plasma gun upgrade. Select a tactical marine squad and left-click the plasma gun upgrade.
Tactical squad.
There we go.
Upgrading to
Plasma guns are powerful ranged weapons that fire more rapidly while stationary. If they sustain fire too long while stationary, their guns will overheat and have to cool before resuming fire.
So they all get plasma guns. Holy
Now
moly.
that your army is upgraded, use it to investigate the hostile area outside of your base.
Prepared and tracked scout marines underway.
Remember to use your scout squad's stealth capabilities to scout ahead.
Okay.
There are enemies ahead. However, there is a patch of stealth cover you can use to hide your units. Units inside stealth cover are hidden from view from enemy units outside of it. This allows your units to scout what lies behind stealth cover without revealing themselves to enemies on the other side. Enemy units can gain sight of your units only if they enter the stealth cover with your units.
Stealth cover.
Use stealth cover to ambush your enemies.
We are ready for war.
Okay.
Tactical squad entering concealment.
I'm here. Go ahead.
We're attacked! Enemy foot soldiers killed!
The area ahead is treacherous. Use your scouts to scout out any hostile enemies ahead. Do not let your scouts become detected.
What's the order?
Useful only if it wins us this battle.
There may be enemies inside that stealth cover. Use your camouflaged scouts to safely scout any enemies in the stealth cover. Kill the enemies you find.
I am Chapter Master setting
Go
out.
ahead, come on. Orders clear. Setting out now.
Chapter Command fights with you.
Kill the enemies you find in the stealth cover.
You have a target for us? Keep our marching order. Force base has been covered. Look for the Emperor.
There is an enemy force up ahead. Scout out the enemy force on the upper
It is
platform.
my pleasure to kill in your name.
The scouts doing it, they can go back to being...
It shall be done as you
Stealth.
like it.
The enemy has captured the next resource point and built a listening post to protect it. A listening post is a structure with a ranged weapon that also protects resource add-ons from damage. Before you can destroy enemy add-ons or capture an enemy point, you must first destroy the listening post that protects it. Once the listening post is gone, you can destroy the enemy add-ons and take the point for yourself. Destroy the listening post.
Okay.
He who fights with me shall be my brother.
So let's have you there. Let's
Kill them all.
Yes, my lord. Understood. You have a target for us. Shall be done as you like it.
Destroy the listening post.
I will not. Orcs cannot withstand my
Order received. Cut down their infantry. Hostiles killed.
Yeah, and there, let's go.
Reapers' demolition it is.
Victory demolishes, brothers.
The listening post is destroyed, and the resource point is now vulnerable to capture. Capture the resource point.
Moving. Tactical Marine, secure the resource point.
Angelos. I will carry out
I
this
wonder if he
plan.
can pick up these health power-ups as well.
Well
Yeah,
done.
you can.
This completes your second Dawn of War 3 tutorial.
Okay.
You are ready to proceed to the last tutorial, which centers around Dawn of War 3 multiplayer.
Which we're not going to do. Okay.
You have won glory in battle this day.
Right, so we're not going to do that anymore. We're now going to go to the campaign because we're not going to do the multiplayer. So we're coming to here. What have we got? Mission list, mission 2, mission 1. What's this then? So we want mission 1. What are these things? I don't want to do mission 2. So mission 1. Oh, that's the view cinematic. Okay, so let's start there. And okay, new campaign. Here we go. New campaign. Casual. Begin campaign. Beginning a campaign will remove existing progress. Are you sure you want to continue? Okay, there we go. Planet Cyrus Ultima, the defense of Varlock Keep. The Knights of House Varlock have stood watching this world for over a millennium. Today they stand on the brink of ruin. Their commander, Lady Solaria, sends out a desperate call for aid. Only Gabriel Angelus, leader of the Blood Ravens, dares to answer. Off we go.
Fiery skies shall light the way. and blood shall spill over the wandering world. The spear of Cain shall call the wayfarers, and the Storm Prince shall unite them. Their victory shall shake the heavens.
Okay.
Orc hordes threaten to overrun planet Cyprus. Yet, by order of the Imperial Commander, Inquisitor Holt, reinforcements were kept in high orbit and forbidden from landing upon the planet. Leaving the Knights of House Varlock on their own to defend against the rampage. Help arrived when the Blood Ravens descended from the sky. Their chapter master, Gabriel Angelos, defied the Inquisitor's blockade and came to the aid of House Varlock.
Brothers, rise! We have orcs to kill! For the Emperor!
The Inquisitor was not pleased.
Okay, there you go.
If we don't defend that breach, Varlock Keep will fall.
This is Gabriel Angelos, Chapter Master of the Blood Ravens. My Space Marines and I have deployed to the breach. We shall stem the Orc tide.
Space Marines? It's about damn time you got here.
This way, hold shutting up!
Okay, gonna rally forces. There we
Kill
go.
every Orc that crosses this threshold, Blood Ravens!
Secure the
Command
breach.
fights with you.
Okay.
The Orcs are trying to flank! That should stem the tide for now. Lady
Primary
Solaria,
objective.
my brothers have the breach contained. I'm moving on. Where am I needed?
The communication array! I can't coordinate our defenses if it falls.
Understood. I'm on my way.
Okay, we get a lot more units.
I require field repairs.
The Emperor lights our way. The keep is barely holding. I need to find another way up.
Okay.
Gabriel moving out.
You've got the splitter to reach. Okay, so Gabriel jumps to the target position for the knockback.
Make way! My hammer will
Space
crush
Marines!
you.
The
Just
keep is
summon.
safe!
Scout Marines employing blind grenade.
I fear no evil! Take blinding!
Sacra stands report to the Dracina. I require field repairs.
Okay, secure the communication.
With me, Scout Marines.
So here.
Master setting out. Chapter Master to Battle Barge Dauntless. I require a tactical marine squad drop to my position.
The Dauntless reads you. A tactical marine drop pod is on standby, awaiting deployment orders.
I understand.
With drop pod target. Okay.
Orbital drop underway.
You advance by instruction, scum. Infantry target.
I will not targeting orcs!
Tactical Marines ready!
I will ensure it!
Sacristans, report to the Dracina. I require field
He
repair.
who fights with us.
Yeah, there we go.
Angelo, the communication array is just ahead of you.
On my way. Protect the array.
Structure.
Hey, that gun will jack a you humans to bits!
Cavalry snipers deployed! We can kill that orc heavy weapon team from a distance!
Orc heavy weapons team, there we go.
Our enemies await!
Carrying out orders!
Auto-save in progress, please wait. Okay.
Our enemies are mere...
Solaria,
Let's get to it, snipers.
the array is secure.
Well done. There's no time for rest, though. The orcs are encroaching our last working machine hangar.
Dauntless, do you read? I want forces deployed to that hangar in advance of my arrival.
Affirm, Chapter Master. Dauntless out.
You have my favor, and the Emperor's.
System machine hangar forces. Okay, off
I
we
will
go.
carry out this plan.
You have to watch out for those scouts, make sure they don't get in combat. A nice Imperial knight there, there we go.
Keeping count, brother!
Drop pods.
Repositioning!
That nice maps, nice detail. Overall, I think they've got some great concepts in the game. I just don't think it necessarily was the best way.
Boys! Kill the Humies! An orc war party broke through. I must hurry.
But very nice modelled units. They're just, I think, some of the animations maybe not 100%.
Marching there now.
Okay, let's keep going.
Snipers, I'll go on ahead. Give me supporting fire from here.
Affirm, Chapter Master!
Angelo. No escape! I will clear the way.
Orc trucks! They're no threat from down there!
Surprise! Crudely effective. For all their savagery, the orcs are resourceful. Dauntless, I've reached the hangar.
Understood. An assault marine drop pod is on standby, awaiting your deployment order.
One-man army, Gabriel Angelos. Oh, now we got Dreadnought.
You die one by one.
It's like you're dying quicker than one by one, my friend. as he kills like
Barracks is
5
already
in
there
one
waiting
go.
for you. You can deploy additional battle brothers from there as you see fit.
Chapter Master, the entrance to the Keep Sanctuary is under attack. We can't let our knight armor fall into orc hands.
I'll be there soon, Lady Solaria.
Some of that. Let's heal these guys up.
Tactical Marines, we will do
Down here as well. Got more tactical marines.
Understood.
This way to the sanctuary.
Sniper scouts deployed.
Platoon Sigma, escort Knight Paladin Kaiser.
Sniper scouts deployed.
Okay, there we go. Next. One more left. We've still got the drop pod in the submarine squad ready to call in as well.
Assault Marine squad deployed.
Okay, there we go. Last squad. I'd say this is very much more than one by sea. It's totally different to World War II.
Platoon Sigma, escort Knight Paladin Kaiser.
Destroy the shadows. Assault Marine squad deployed.
Fights with me shall be
Okay,
my
let's
brother.
go.
Doing it now.
Now that is a big gun. Autosave in progress. Please wait. That is what you
All
call a
unengaged
big
hands report to
gun.
the sanctuary gate. Support our Space Marine allies.
My heart's not strike paladins to hold these
I'm eliminating my partner.
They took longer to kill than I'd expected.
House Farlock may yet endure.
Okay. Take that. That doesn't take very long. And remote. Enemies
I will clear the way.
down this way.
No rest.
There we go. I like how the flames are left on the ground. That's pretty cool. That's a neat little touch, I have to say. Okay. Retake the sanctuary to the south. We've done that. Good. They're all healed. Fend off the final orc attack.
Remember what the boss said. Kill the Humies so we can loot their stompy knights.
No pillage for you, orc. Only
I march.
Assault Marine on the move. Await. Understood. Space Marine ready. Relocating.
What is your order?
Enemy.
Have some distance between us. Carrying out orders.
Enemy asset broken.
Go ahead. A smart tactic.
Go ahead, command. Moving now. Space Marine attack.
Give us a task.
Enemy targeted.
Trying to keep these guys back, but it was interesting these guys up on the top. Didn't do too much of that.
my hammer will crush
Don't let them do this, Space Marines. Keep us from our loot.
These orcs will be taught to fear our colors. Summon our sacred standard and rally beneath it, brothers.
Enemy contact!
Wouldst thou cast the holy standard?
Order received!
Our Empire hammer has the...
Sigma, a Squad 9 Paladin Python.
Give us a target.
Angelo.
The standard flies.
Okay, standards up, fend off the final attack, complete. Gable Angelos did survive.
The orcs have been driven out. We've been fighting them without reprieve for
The
so long.
scouts,
I thought these were our last days.
Feel
fought
weak,
valiantly,
getting outshot
enduring
by
this.
orcs.
Your call for aid should not have gone unanswered.
Nonetheless, my house and I owe you Space Marines a great debt.
Okay.
This victory belongs to the Emperor, but was made by you.
Okay, victory. We're waiting.
This reprieve from the Xenos will allow us to repair all of our damaged knight armor. The orcs' best chance to destroy us has now passed.
Even so, I shall leave a force of space marines on Cyprus' surface. Blood Ravens do not abandon loyal soldiers of the Emperor.
I will repay this debt, Master Angelos. My word is my bond. Solaria out.
Chapter Master, you've another communique from the Inquisitor.
Put him through.
Gabriel Angelos, I summoned you to this world for a greater purpose than mere orbs.
My purpose is dictated by the Emperor, not you, Inquisitor. Duty demands I stand with my fellow man against the alien.
Duty demands you follow my orders. We need to conserve our forces in high orbit.
For what? The orcs are the only threat I see in this system.
All will be revealed in time. Do not get distracted until then. Inquisitor out.
Ah, typically mystical of the Inquisitors. Right, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the end of the two tutorials, which is the basic and advanced tutorial, and then the first mission of Dawn of War 3. Don't know what you guys think about the game. I say I didn't think it was the best received game overall, so it certainly didn't give that flavour of the way it was received in Dawn of War 2 and Dawn of War 1. Dawn of War 1 is sort of a nostalgia feel. It was a base builder. This is clearly a base builder. Dawn of War 1 and Dawn of War 3 are much more similar. I think there's some great concepts here. Obviously, the graphics are nice. I think the animations are a little bit off. I really like Dawn of War 2. I think I feel closer to the units, more involved with the units, that ability to level them up, change their gear. But you do get less units to play with, right? So, you know, it's a completely different type of RTS. Okay, so that's quite interesting from that perspective. So, personally, for me, it almost kind of feel like you kind of want that halfway house somewhere. It's difficult. I definitely think they're two different. Maybe it's just the way the story was executed and the way the game was done in Dawn of War 2. Because I do like to have my sort of units like I have on the tabletop, right? So it'd be cool to have Devastator squads, a couple of tactical squads, and some vehicles and that sort of thing, which you don't really get in Dawn of War 2. Certainly in the campaign, unless those units are given to you as part of that particular mission. So, but overall, I hope you've got a flavour now of all the three games. Dawn of War 2 still remains my favourite game. Dawn of War 2 Cinematic remains my favourite. I think they're all good. If you're a fan of Warhammer, then I recommend definitely playing all of them. If you just have to pick one, go for Dawn of War 2 is my recommendation. But overall, these days you can normally pick up these games pretty cheap on Steam. Wait for those sales, wait for those deals, and you'll get yourself some really nice RTSs. They've all got decent stories to them as well. You know, and I think that's one of the great things about Warhammer 40k and the lore is actually you can create some pretty decent story campaigns, a lot of background material out there to get something that's really nice to get involved and immersed in. So there you go, guys. That completes the Dawn of War series. We've got one more Warhammer video to come, which is Space Marine. It's not the last of the Warhammer. We've actually done Battlefleet Gothic, and there are other games out there, but of the main ones, we're doing Space Marine coming up next, and of course Space Marine 2, not that far away either, where Captain Titus returns. So keep an eye out for the Space Marine video doing the first mission on that one. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comments down below. And if you want to see more content, whether it's this or Total Warhammer 3 or other games or World of Tanks, then please hit that subscribe button. It is totally free for you to do, but it means a massive amount for me, so thank you very much for that one in advance. You've been watching The Ghost Hour. Keep your eyes peeled for more Let's Play videos.